Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for being here to learn more. Good job. This video is step 4 in contact. T in contact stands for tune in, which is all about active listening. In the first modules, you learned about being aware of yourself and how to expand your perspectives. I shared options for choosing safe words and expressions to use throughout a conversation. I gave you suggestions for how to open the tough talk and start the process of noticing the other person. Okay, so you've asked about them. Now, to take noticing another person seriously in this process, be active in your listening and pay attention to the other person as they answer your questions. If you're not, you won't seem interested, authentic, and genuine. Imagine someone asking you a question in an important conversation, and then after they asked, they started looking at their phone or letting their eyes wander towards their desk. How would you feel? In an important conversation, people want to feel heard and like what they're saying is being acknowledged and considered valid. So this module is about developing good, active listening skills. I'm going to give you 4 golden rules for listening. Golden rule number 1, keep your body open. 2, snap on. Face the speaker with some soft eye contact. 3, turn off the internal chatter. Be attentive. And 4, zip it and don't interrupt. Okay, let's break these down into some specifics. Before I do that, keep in mind you're likely using many of these techniques already. The truth is, when emotions run deep and the stakes are high, the conversation is important. We can all be off balance and our good skills can go out the window. It takes awareness, know-how, discipline, and an effort to get back on track in crucial conversations, and it's good to have lists for reminders. So, tip 1, snap on. I learned it from Bob Vaughn, a communications facilitator and business coach. Snapping on means facing the speaker and getting a little eye contact to show you're listening. When you're talking, do you like it when people look away or at a computer or a phone in an important conversation? How does it feel? To me, it feels dismissing. So I think it's good to snap on. Do it. Tip 2, zip it. Don't interrupt. God gave us 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth. So we listen and observe twice as much as we speak. Just imagine if God gave us 2 mouths, 1 ear, and 1 eye. It would be ugly and life would be chaos with all that chatter of 2 mouths going on each person. Do you like to be interrupted before you've finished saying what you want? I don't. It seems like the other person isn't showing respect or that he or she cares. So avoid imposing your solutions too fast. You know, Gary Chapman writes, recent research has indicated that the average individual listens for only 17 seconds before interrupting and interjecting with his or her own ideas. That's often not enough in a tough talk or important conversation. Practice letting others finish talking before giving any response. Be patient. I know what it's like to want to get an important thought out quickly. So what I do is either make a mental note or When I have a notepad to write down important thoughts that are triggered, I do that. That way, I don't forget what I wanted to respond with when it is my turn to talk. When we don't interject with our own concerns and experiences too soon, it allows gentle flow of the interaction. Sometimes people pause. It doesn't mean they're finished. It could be their talking style, or they need time to clarify in their own mind before they speak. Being patient while another person gathers their thoughts to finish what they want to say may create periods of silence that are uncomfortable at first. And people will sense a desire from you to listen, which is a good thing, and they'll appreciate the connection. So zip it and listen. Okay, tip 3. Be attentive and relaxed. Stop doing anything else. Multitasking is a proven myth, and in communications, it creates a roadblock. We can't fully listen to someone and work on a computer or a phone. It's been proven that we can't do two things at the exact same time. The truth is, we only do one thing at a time, and there are times when we go back and forth very quickly, doing one thing and then the next and then back. We call that multitasking. And it's a myth that it's efficient. Here's an exercise to demonstrate the fact. First, I want you to write multitasking is a myth. And then write the numbers 1 to 19 right underneath. Time yourself while you're doing this. Then write the same statement and the corresponding numbers alternating. Write M1, U2, L3, etc. until you finish the phrase and the numbers. Time that as well. Pause the video, get a pen and paper, and do it now. So which method did you write faster? I was 47% faster on the first method. Most people are. If you can write out the second method as fast or faster than the first, you can multitask effectively. Most people can't. When we're listening to two conversations, or one conversation and watching TV or looking at a computer, we're not actively listening and giving the other person the full attention they deserve. Do one thing at a time when you're communicating in those crucial and important conversations. Be attentive and listen when you're supposed to be listening. I imagine that you would like to feel like the other person is listening to you when you're speaking during an important interaction. Am I right? So do it yourself. Okay, tip 4. Turn off your internal chatter. There are times when our internal talk overrides who we're listening to. It's happened to me. There's so much going on in my head that even though I'm looking at the other person, I wasn't listening to them. When I catch myself, I apologize and ask them to repeat themselves. Has it happened to you? Has there been a time when you haven't heard what the other person was saying, even though you're looking at them? It's because you were probably thinking about other things. A good communicator turns off the internal chatter and pays attention to the speaker so they can take in and understand everything he or she is saying. Now, tip 5. Be aware of and regulate your own high spiking emotions. Big emotions like anger or excitement are examples of what can make the task of listening difficult. If someone says something while you're listening that spikes your emotion, manage it and regulate it. We gave you some tips for learning to do that in Module 1. So watch Part 2 of Module 1 again if you have to. Remember that slowing down to acknowledge emotions to yourself is the first step to grounding them out. Taking a break from a conversation might also help. Just do whatever it takes for you to learn to manage and regulate your emotions. Your life will be more peaceful and you'll be a better communicator. Remember when you're communicating that, like you, people deserve your full, regulated, and undivided attention in a tough talk. Do it yourself before you expect it from someone else. Tip 6. Leave enough space between both of you. People have a zone of comfort, and if I cross into that zone without a specific invitation, they may feel threatened. Do you like it when someone gets up in your face way too close for your comfort? People don't like to feel too crowded or invaded. In North America, we usually like about 18 to 30 inches of space. Cultures are different though, so honor people's space. Give it to them. Okay, tip 7. Open your body language. Keep your body open and relaxed. Uncross your arms and legs. A relaxed, open posture helps both people feel more open. So sit up, lean slightly forward, and nod appropriately. These gestures let others know we are interested in what they are saying. This leads to tip 8. Nod once in a while. Not constantly. Constant nodding shows nervousness. The odd nod shows you're listening. Tip 9. Maintain some soft, gentle eye contact throughout the conversation. Don't stare and don't look away too much. Soft eye contact builds trust and confidence. Body language and eye contact are very important parts of effective listening. Okay, so we're going to end the video here now. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Good job. You're doing great. You're committed to getting better at listening and communicating.